design a kitchen. Before we'll start design a kitchen, we need to build a shape of the room, basically our room. Let's go to the top view. That will be better to overview all room, and we'll go to the building. We'll go to the room, typical room, and we'll select L-shape room. I'll use the standard sizes, 4 meters by 3 meters, and I will go back and click on a button top view, and that will zoom my plan and fit that in my window. So one very important function is function to switch on the floor. So let's select and switch on the floor. So in such a way we got our room presented in a 3D view. So we have several type of view, the visual styles. So this is a 2D wireframe which basically we're using to design. We've got the hidden lines, and we've got conceptual. Realistic will give us a color view. So we've got this button is to turn our room or our products. Okay, but anyway, we will go through all these things and features after. So we've got in the service menu, we got a model database tree. So you need to click service and select model database tree to have your library on the left hand side. So let's define the starting point of the project. So I will drag and drop a couple of cabinets. One cabinet will be a corner cabinet. Using a right hand button, I can turn my cabinet, and let's say we will have another overhead corner cabinet. We'll have this cabinet, our overhead corner cabinet. We'll drag and drop it together. So what we're going to do, we're going to fit both of these cabinets in a corner. So before to fit them in a corner, I do recommend to change the size of this cabinet. So let's say we'll click on the blue YZ, which is variable the product, and we will select the cabinet. Now we can access our cabinet and parameters of our cabinet. Basically, we've got a lot of parameters here, and we can change all of them. But in particular, this situation will change just length. So we've got a function in a corner. So we will select our cabinet, and we'll select a wall, and we'll tell it sits over the walls 20 or 16, depends on your drawing and designing standards. From the corner 20. So this now the cabinet will be sitting in the corner. So we want to have exactly the same size of the overhead cabinet, but it's a little bit much. But anyway, we'll leave it as meter by meter. It's not really proper situation, but I want, just for demo purposes, I want to show you something. We never have our corners in our building straight 90 degrees, so we can fit our corner cabinet on the wall. So basically we do recommend to have our corner cabinet sitting off the wall on a packer size, let's say 16 or 20 mil, depends what you're using. Let's say if a line of our cabinets is 350 mil, so we need to deduct the packet size. Just I'll explain you why I'm doing this one. So, and we will click OK. So now we've got a little bit huge and funny but cabinet, the corner cabinet, and we're gonna fit that to the in the corner. So this should be sitting as well of the floor 20, of the wall 20, of the corner 20, and we'll specify that that's sitting of the floor 1500. So you can see now two cabinets, they're sitting in a corner. Okay, so next cabinet I want to put, this will be the overhead cabinet. I want to show you why basically I put my cabinet 20 mil of the wall. Overhead cabinets, and let's say we will choose this cabinet, and we'll go and we'll leave the same depths as a standard, and we'll fit them together using magnet. Now two cabinets, they will go together. If you go in a color mode, you will understand that we can see this gap now. So if our wall won't be 90 degrees in a corner, so we will have ability to adjust, we will have ability to line up all cabinets on the face. So coming back to design, so we define basically our starting point, and now you can use all the rest of the cabinets. We can drag and drop them off the library, and we can basically put them together. They will magnet, they will hook each other in the such a way we're gonna keep building. So what I'm doing, I just show you how we drag and drop cabinets. It's not, again, it's not real design situation, but anyway, so you will understand. So in such a way all our cabinets hook to each other. So we can do exactly the same thing in with a base cabinets. This is quick demo. That is why I will go and just drag and drop a couple of cabinets to show you how the drag and drop works and what we're gonna get of the product in particular way. So we can create a design, a basic design, not a basic, but basement for our project, because as soon as we drag and drop all cabinets, we've got a project and we can change everything in this project. So basically apply our materials, change hardware, change everything, change sizes of the reveals, change toy kick, and so on and so on. The change parameters, like general parameters, which are sitting in the user created standards in a global variable section. So in particular, this way, I do prefer to finish off design. Okay, and I've got a measuring tool. I can basically specify the size of the cabinet, and let's say the size of this cabinet will be exactly 400 mil plus 600 mil. This will be 700 mil, so I can see that of the drawings, because base cabinet overlay overhead on a half. So we got a measuring tool. We can stretch our cabinet, and let's say if we want to, I'll show you, by the way. So we will put these cabinets together. Okay, and now we want to be sure that our two cabinets, they line up. What to do? We got in this is quick show. We got a stretching tool. We can select our cabinet and we can stretch it and line up with an end of overhead in such a way. After redrawing project, we'll have, doesn't matter what size is, we'll have our cabinets line up. We've got another couple of functions to fit the cabinet in a gap. So inner parameters as fit cabinet by distance and fit cabinet by formula. Okay, but at the moment we just do a simple design, quick design, to demonstrate how we basically start designing, how we start our project. So to see a project better, I will go to the image and I will click on the two windows. This option will let me to have two windows and to see my projects into design, how I do design two windows. So I'll show you quickly on a sample of dragging apply panel, and we'll get one of the apply panels and we'll put it on this view, and you can see that happen here. So your panel popped up on this view. You can have both views in a different mode. Let's say let's put 3D view in realistic mode, and let's have our main view we used to design. Let's let's put this leave this view in a wireframe mode. Let's try to drag and drop our panel, and you can see how our panel is moving on a 3D view. So basically you can use both views to reference or to hook up the panels and so on, so on, so on. That will give you more freedom to understand what happened in your job. So let's do like that. I will put a couple of extra cabinets and to finalize a quick start. So we'll go to pantry window. We'll drag and drop pantry. We'll put one pantry next to apply panel. We have our doors hidden. This made for purpose to see what basically we've got inside of the cabinet on the preview here. We can go in a function show and we can show all doors, and our doors will pop up on a drawing. So we will finish with a couple of apply panels here. So on apply panel, we need to adjust that, of course. These panels, on these panels, toy kick can be returned, or you can bump the floor with these panels. We'll leave as is. And I want to finish drawing. I want to show you how basically we can create more or less a live project. Okay, and we will select our cabinet to fit bench top. Excuse me, I need to zoom in because I'm not grabbing my cabinet properly. So just give me a sec. We'll go back and we'll do it again. So we'll specify our cabinet, and after we'll specify the wall. So we are going against this wall. We basically should select the second cabinet, press enter or right click, and we should specify the second wall we're gonna fit our bench top. So in particular this way, we will not change any parameters here. We just click OK, and we'll see our bench top will pop up on a right hand side screen or window. So this is for you, for starters, how quickly you can start drawing your kitchen. And see you next time in with a presentation how to do a job or drawings properly. All the best, and see you next time.